You are watching Limited Resources Draft Series on MTGO Academy featuring Marshall Sutcliffe.
Hey guys, Marshall here from Limited Resources, doing a little M15 on MTGOacademy.com. It's finally here. Ooh, open a really cool rare Chasm Skulker. This card's sweet. I'm going to take that pretty much no matter what, though we are shipping two really good blue cards, which is perhaps of note. There's also a couple of Paragons here. Not a ton else. But yeah, Chasm Skulker is awesome. I'm not going to let the other blue cards in the pack deter me from taking what I think is the best card. And interesting, Triplicate Spirits, Ancient Silverback's quite strong too. I think Triplicate Spirits is the best card here, though. It's one of the best cards in the set. It's one you want to take a look out for early, so we'll take that. But yeah, Chasm Skulker. This guy's sweet. Every time you draw a card, he gets a +1/+1 counter, and then when he dies, you get 1/1 Island Walk Squids equal to the number of counters that he had on him. A really nice card. Love it. Okay, what have we here? Boonweaver Giant. That guy searches up an aura from pretty much anywhere and sticks it right on him. Can be really strong if you have the right stuff. But we are in blue-white currently, so we're looking at Kinsbale, Skirmisher, Research Assistant, Void Snare, Solemn Offering, not so much. Shaman of Spring's pretty decent, but I don't think we really need to go. I think we can still stick to one of these two drops here, which are both pretty nice with what we're trying to do. I'm going to go for the Research Assistant. I want to be slightly more defensive, and I also want to cut blue a little harder if possible. This looks fine to me. Some decent cards in this pack, too. I like Invasive Species. It's pretty cool. Soulmender, whatever. But Nimbus of the Isles is good. And I kind of like the idea of going for, you know, like the 1/3 over the 2/2 for blocks on the ground and then get them in the air. And, of course, we have a backup plan. Tough to pass a Frostlings. I do like a Frostlings quite a bit. But I like this a lot better. Okay, not a lot here. Negate, maybe. Chivon Reef. Sure, I mean, we could maybe even splash a red card. You know, you pick up a Lightning Strike or something. Otherwise, I think we take Heliod's Pilgrim. But we don't have any auras, so I'm going to take the Reef, actually. Nice. I like an Encrust. Yeah, I like Encrust over these other cards. There's another Soulmender, which can be decent in the right deck, but you really do need some help. But it's better than it looks. It's not, well, I shouldn't say that. It's not as bad as it looks. Okay, pretty easy pickup here with Coral Barrier for our deck. Right now we've got Triplicate Spirits and not a lot else in white, though, so let's make sure that we keep our eyes open for, you know, changing directions if we decide that's what we want to do here. Gosh, I really don't like Chrono Stutter that much. Maybe we just take it over Ephemeral Shields here anyway, though. Though I do kind of like the idea of protecting our Chasm Skulker. Although, on the other hand, one of the big bonuses to it, I'll take it, is that if it dies, you're okay anyway. Pillar of Light, that seems totally fine to me. I can deal with some bombs. And Statute of Denial. Solemn Offering or Void Snare. Probably just want a Solemn Offering here. Void Snare you can pick up whenever you want, and I don't think you want any in your deck. You might want one. Yeah, I'll take the Soulmender. Maybe the other one comes back. I think it was 2 picks later. It would have to be the last card in the pack, I guess. Seems unlikely. Ah, good. Ornithopter going right where it should, though I have to say this is a release event, and I kind of assumed that people would be trying to go off with Ornithopter here and there, which I was kind of happy about because, generally speaking, I want people to play Ornithopter against me. Neither of the blue cards came back. We kind of expected that. So what's likely here is that this pack is not stacked up with blue cards, but that the third pack will probably be okay. Pillar of Light, really good against bombs. You know, if somebody plays Soul of whatever against you, and you just zip it out of there at instant speed. But it's pretty terrible against decks that like want to make these type of things. Oh, sweet. Resolute Archangel. That's a good one. There's another good card with Amphin Pathmage and a second Triplicate Spirits. In fact, interesting. This is an interesting choice. Resolute Archangel or Triplicate Spirits. Triplicate Spirits probably just the pick here. I really like Resolute Archangel. I've had a chance to play with it. It resets your life total, so you can set up race situations where you're just like, sure, hit you for 3, and they're like, yeah, I'll take 6. You know, no problem. We'll just exchange 3 life for 6, no problem at all. And then you just slam that thing, and they're like, oh, and you're like, yep, gain 17 and hit you, and then the thing kind of ends. I'm going to take Triplicate Spirits here, though. I think the second Triplicate Spirits is better than a Resolute Archangel. Urborg. Okay, sure. Sungrace, Pegasus, Divination. Pegasus has kind of overperformed for me. I think that, you know, what we decided on the podcast was that it's annoying, which is a compliment, right? Like it means that it's decent. I prefer to have it in a deck where I can augment it, but it's actually pulled its weight even outside of that. That said, Divination's pretty tough to pass here. But Sungrace Pegasus does help out with our double Triplicate Spirits. It also keeps us alive. It's also a 2-drop. Like, there's a lot to be said for it. I'm going to take the Divination and assume that we can pick up some random 1- and 2-drop white creatures when we want. I might be punished for that. Okay, well, so there's a Mass Calcify, which can absolutely be a game winner. There's also just good old Ajani's Pridemate, which if I had known that was coming, I would have taken the Pegasus, obviously, but I didn't. Flesh to Dust, probably best card in the pack. Oh man, Mass Calcify can be so good. We don't have that many creatures yet, unfortunately, just the spirits, but man, you resolve that spell and you can just, it can be just game time. I feel like just taking Ajani's Pridemate though. That might be wrong. Just not sure how many actual white creatures we're going to have by the end of this thing. Yeah, I'll take the Pridemate. I'm just going with my gut there. I don't actually know what the correct answer is, of course. Okay, Raise the Alarm or Coral Barrier. This is interesting. Both of them make 2 creatures for our Triplicate Spirits. One of them a little bit sooner. Coral Barrier tends to make 2 more relevant creatures than Raise the Alarm, but Raise the Alarm is also an instant, and it's only 2 mana, so it can really help power these things out. Yeah, I'll go for a Raise the Alarm here. First Response is not something I'm interested in. Divination is. Capsho Kite Fins, less so. I'm going to go for the Divination. I'll run 2 in this deck. I think it just gives you the type of power, just raw card advantage to sort of just out-card people that aren't really keeping up in that realm. I like where this deck is going, though. This deck looks good. We've passed 2 bomby 7-drops for much cheaper options. Triplicate Spirits is not going to be a 6 in this deck. And Ajani's Pridemate's only a 2-drop. Mass Calcify, that's the one that could come back to bite us. I'm pretty sure that Triplicate Spirits is better than the 7-drop Angel. I mean, you can just kill him so quickly. But I do like both of those, and Mass Calcify can be very good. It kind of depends on how many white creatures we end up with by the end of this thing. That's the big question mark. Because at the time we had like 2 Triplicate Spirits and some Junkers. Like nothing to really care about. All right, Quickling. What does Quickling pick up? Another creature. Pridemate, we don't want to pick up. Soulmender, maybe. Yeah, I'll take a Quickling. I don't have much experience with it, but we've already got 1 research assistant. And I think Quickling's probably ranges from mediocre to darn good. So we'll take it. All right, well, blue cards are still coming, so that's kind of good news for us. Paragon of the Gathering Mists, it's got to be the pick here. I mean, another Nimbus of the Isles would be good, but I think Paragon, I want to try it, and it just feels like it's more powerful. Makes our Quickling better, makes our Research Assistant better, makes our Squid better. I guess it pumps our Skulker, but doesn't really need it. Nothing. Selfless Cathar, there we go. Card's pretty good. With double triplicate spirits, Selfless Cathar becomes much, much better. And the cool part about it is that it works on both ends, right? So you play a Selfless Cathar, and that gets you the triplicate spirits one turn earlier, and then you sack it later to make your spirits huge and scary. I guess I'll just cack this Forge Devil. Nothing really that we really wanted there. Which is this the white one? Yeah, we better take it. Probably won't want it, but just in case. Tyrant's Machine, or we can even have the blue one as well. That's kind of funny. I'll take a Tyrant's Machine. Probably not going to start it, though. Wizard. Armory's interesting. I'll take the Armory. First Response, but we're not going to play it. First Response. Ugh. Maybe if it was a Spirit. I don't know. All right, so how does our deck look? Decent. Don't think we need that with 2 Divinations. Divination just seems a lot better to me. Yeah, our plan looks pretty proactive here. Now, white Paragon. That I'd like to see. Oh, hello. The biggest and scariest. Got to take him for value. Unfortunately, we can't play him. We're just miles away from being able to play him. We could play Juggernaut, Encrust, Welcome Turn, Swiftclaw, Midnight Guard. If we're going to get something back, hopefully. But in the meantime, welcome to the team. God, that thing's nasty. Got lucky to open one. That's pretty cool. But in the meantime, get over there. All right, what do we got? Stockpile, no. Devouring Light, yes. Frostlinks, yes. Devouring Light. We need removal, and we're looking to be a bit of a Convoke sort of sub-theme here, and Devouring Light's just excellent. Really, really, really good. I'm actually just very, very happy to see this. Okay, Aeronaut Tinkerer with no artifacts is pretty unexciting. Dissipate's decent. Swiftclaw and Razorfoot Griffin are also decent. I think we probably just want the Swiftclaw here. I want more creatures, and I want them on the lower end of the curve so I can get triplicate spirits going earlier. Ooh, here's a tougher choice. Welcome Turn or Peel. Welcome Turn is basically exactly what we want. Excellent in the deck. Goes with Paragon, just starts beating down. It's another flyer. It's another cheap creature to get spirits going. Like, it's fantastic. But Peel gives us the ability to interact with some things that are very difficult to interact with. Thankfully, we do have 2 removal spells that do a pretty good job with that. But yeah, I think I just need the Peel here. All right, Encrust, Pilgrim, Sungrace Pegasus. We just went Sungrace Pegasus. Like I said, it's another 2-drop. It's another flyer. It helps with triplicate spirits. It works with the Johnny's Pride Mate. Like, I think that's just the kind of thing that we need here. Machine, Fine Weft, Fist. There's a Mongrel. Card's scary as hell. But yeah. Another one of those. Basically have a deck here, kind of compact down here, but still with some nice power. It's going to be a pretty cheap deck, actually. Pretty interesting. I think the Ephemeral Shields probably make the cut. Like, they're quite good when you're trying to protect an Ajani's Pride Mate or even a Resco Swiftclaw. Marked by Honor. No, Appeal from Reality. There we go. All right, good. So we've got 4 decent ways to interact with our opponent's stuff now. None of these really do what we want at all. Let's cut a Crippling Blight, I guess. Boom. Yeah, actually, double Encrust, I'll take it. This deck can take its time for sure. We don't have to be out of the gate super fast. We've got a couple of different ways to sort of pound away on our opponent. We've got, you know, like in a Johnny's Pride Mate with some type of recurring life gain thing going on. We've got the 2 Triplicate Spirits, which are our main win conditions. But we also can just go like Divination, just bury them in card advantage. This deck seems sweet. Remember, we have the Chasm Skulker sitting there too. Woohoo! Yes, yes, yes. Welcome. Meow. I think we can cut one of the shields now. Still make one other cut here. I'm not sure what it is yet. All right, here's one where we're just never going to play this Tinkerer, I don't think. I'm just going to cack the Plummet. I just don't think the Tinkerer is really ever going to make the cut. Just a straight 2-3 is pretty bad. If we had ways to search this up, I would consider playing it. Heliod's Pilgrims and the like, but we don't. Don't need that either. So I need to cut one card. It's probably Soulmender. Maybe Research Assistant. Whatever. Wargarble. Board. All right. So we've made a deck, and I think it's a good one. See what maybe the Paragon doesn't hold its own. Let's see. Paragon, Pumps, Quickling, Research Assistant, Skulker, Token, Frostlinks, Nimbus. It's like right in the middle. I could definitely see a world where we just cut it. I don't know. I kind of want to try it out, but like this already has flying. This already has flying anyway. So that's not really doing much there. It's just pumping them, which can be huge. But I mean, like I said, if we had the white one, then it would be easy. But kind of in between on it. I want to try out one Ephemeral Shields. This can be brought in out of the board. There are some decks that just don't really ever present that type of threat to you. Maybe we'll start with Pillar of Light in the board. We did pick up double Encrust of Iron Light, double Peel. I like keeping 2 1-drops with Peel from Reality as well. It just sort of lessens the weight. Yeah, this looks good. Let's add some basic lands. 9-8. Double Encrust. Yeah, I think it's probably the other way around here. We've got so many early white drops that we need to play. These Peels don't count. Quickling doesn't count. So, yeah. All right. Deck is submitted. Let's see what blue-white token flyer-ish thing can do.
If you'd like to exchange your Magic Online cards for event tickets while logged in on Magic Online, you can do so by trading MTGO Academy's official bot, Academy Buy Bot. You can find it in the Magic Online trading area or add it to your buddy list.
All right, round 1 on the battles. We got a Triplicate Spirits, no blue mana. If we draw blue, how happy are we? We're actually quite happy. If we don't, if we draw more blue, like if we just draw blue spells and we lose, we have quite a few white spells we could cast. I think I'm still just going to ship this one back. Similar spot here, but I like that we at least have something to do. And I think that it's probably worth keeping this one, though. It is a sketchy hand for sure. All right, he's playing blue. It's interesting. Fight you. So island one time, get divination going, get us unmulligan, get those land drops flowing. Ooh, well, we hit. Yeah, that was actually a really good draw for us. I'm just going to divination here, though, as opposed to playing research assistant, because I want to make sure that we get to more action. And we do. So, still need more blue mana to be able to encrust this thing, because it's going to hit us a bunch of times. Ooh, Frostlinks, that helps a lot, too. Okay, so what's the line here? I think it's pretty straightforward. I think we Frostlinks here. 4, 5. No, I think we Paragon here. And then we can triplicate Spirits. It seems like he's holding up a counterspell here, but he also just might be screwed on mana or something. So I'm going to run out the Paragon. It's also the least important of our cards. Yeah, he's got Dissipate. That's totally fine by me, though, because I actually would rather have Frostlinks than that thing. And if we draw an island, we actually have the access to 2 things. All right, Amphin Pathmage, so he's just the most annoying possible. 5. All right, so Frostlinks it is. I think I just tap this thing down. If he wants to start paying 3 mana, I think I'm okay with that. Especially because I'm going to be able to start encrusting and stuff once I hit another blue mana source. And his board isn't that well developed yet. He's got his own research assistant, sure. Double research assistant, sure. Yeah, those don't really matter here. Triplicate Spirits, hopefully we'll take over. Wow, we get to leave up Devouring Light too. Pay. Yes, we do. That's pretty sweet. Oh, perfect. Jeez. This is just too good to be true. Quickling can pick up Frostlinks but can't replay it. This turn. All right, let's fight. I'm trying to decide if I want to just play Quickling and replay Selfless Cathar and just have the Quickling instead. I can use it as a trick, sort of. I can get Frostlinks back and tap down Welkin Turn, but I just don't think I care if he trades Welkin Turn for this thing. And it kind of ties up my mana in an awkward way. So yeah, I'm just going to go for a Quickling now. And just get that thing on the battlefield. I'm still crimped up on mana, so I need to be careful about the way that I use it. And if I do it this way, I can attack with all my flyers. Oh, this is great news. He's been looking for black mana for a while, I'm assuming. Anyway, I can use Selfless Cathar to pump my squad here, and if he decides to block. So I'll probably do that. Let's see here. Yeah, let's attack with everybody. Do I just attack with the Cathar as well? Suppose so. I'm kind of committed to tapping it now, to using it now anyway. So he's got Obnix. Can't kill him right here, right? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's not dead either way. But he might have to throw a Welcome Turn in front of a Spirit token, which is kind of awesome for us. And then he wants to block Research Assistant on Frostlinks, but he knows if he puts it on the Cathar that it just forces me to sack. All right, I think I just let this happen. He takes 4 damage here. We trade a token. Now, I can pop the Cathar. If I do, he takes 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he loses his Research Assistant as well. Yeah, that's probably better. Because I think I'm going to encrust this Research Assistant and just leave him on kind of empty here. That way the Frostlinks can continue to get in for damage. He could have a big play here, though. There's definitely stuff he can have that will get us a bit. Crust matters. Ooh, Murklurker. That's a good one. Murklurker's very annoying. All right, so fight with the tokens. Play a Research Assistant. I don't know if I should have played that land, actually. I like to play out my lands when I have 2 divinations in my deck, or at least 1 left, so that I can kind of wheel through. But now that we're looting, I don't know that I necessarily want to discard Encrust. Gravedigger for Obnix. The tide seemed to have turned here. Definitely going to be aggressively looking for something. Oh, he just got Welcome Turn back. Okay. Yeah, he's still stuck on just the 1 black mana source. Oh, I can't loot right now anyway. I have to tap him. Shields. Okay. Attack with both of these. And I think I'm just going to use the shields to save a token. He's going to block, I think. So his game plan here is to find another swamp and start punishing us with this Murklurker. Like right now he can attack with it, give it, what's it called, and lifelink and start padding his life total. We don't really have any big punch right here. We really need to find like another Triplicate Spirits or something big. Divination would be a great find here as well. Yeah, he's going to go for that. No blocks. Pay 2. So at least it's making him use his swamp every turn. But it is bad for us. I mean, now we're at parity as far as the race goes. And he's got a second Path Mage. Perfect draw. Do it. Peel, peel. That's a nice draw. Yes, that is very nice because we know exactly what his game plan is here. Yes. Right? Trade that for Gravedigger. Maybe not. So basically, I want to peel whatever it is that he uses the Murklurker on. which will probably be the Path Mage that will be unblockable by that time. Yeah, so I think I just attack with the 2 spirits here. Yeah, we're just going to try to tempo him out, basically. Drew another swamp. Ooh, but he used his swamp to activate the thing. That's pretty lucky for us, I think. All right, so now we peel. And I think we peel Quickling, but we could also peel Frostlinks. No, we probably just have to save our Quickling here, because we can Quickling Frostlinks anyway. Can't quite have enough mana to recast Quickling because we needed to use blue for the divination that drew us into this stuff, but we'll have to settle. Okay. So can we win this turn is my question. I can Quickling Frostlinks. That doesn't do it. I can peel away the Murklurker. Crust doesn't get it done. So I can Quickling and replay Frostlinks to tap down the Murklurker, but then my Research Assistant doesn't get it anyway. So, spirits it is. And I think I can just go Swiftclaw here, and then just pass with Peel and Quickling available, or even a Research Assistant activation, but that's not going to happen. Because this is now lethal. This is lethal, and these are lethal. So he really has to gain life this turn or put up a flyer. And I can kind of destroy him if he just tries to like go for attack with both of these and give him both lifelink or something. Because I can block one and then peel the one that I'm blocking. The creature. So like, let's say I block with Research Assistant on Gravedigger, and he goes, okay, make both of these things lifelink. I can peel the Research Assistant and the Murklurker, and then he gains no life because no damage happens. I've also got a Quickling that's lethal as well. He has to deal with that. And I can do a similar play where I block with Frostlinks and just Quickling it away. All right, yeah, he has given up. Okay, so what are we playing against? We're playing against blue-black control-ish. Pillar of Light. We saw one target for it. No, we saw 2. We'll bring it in. The Murklurker and Obnixilis. Forgot about the Murklurker being 4 toughness. And it will be 4 toughness in his deck more often than not. So that's really good. Yes, I like that a lot. Cut the Paragon. Submit. All right. We'll keep it. I like this hand. I like it a lot more with the Plains, but I do like it a lot. Plains me. Oh, baby. Do we want Raise the Alarm? No, we just want Resco Swiftclaw here. Let's just, we're going to try to be proactive this game. I'm going to play my Chasm Skulker next and just start beating down. Well, unless, of course, he leaves up blue, blue, black, in which case I will not play my Chasm Skulker next. I will play nothing, and I will pass a turn back. All right, he doesn't have that. Lurking? Ooh. And no rats. Whew. I was hoping he didn't have a rats there. All right, so we got a good old-fashioned race in our hand here, and I think we should be in a good spot to win it. I'm going to get the Chasm Skulker going as fast as possible here. And then after that, we get to play Raise the Alarm, Selfless Cathar, which is great. I mean, that's a lot of damage that represents right there. And then, yeah, Quickling can come in too and do some work. Path Mage, yeah. So I like his game plan here. Very proactive. I think I offer the trade with the Swiftclaw, but probably not the Skulker. Not at this point. So let's see if he wants a trade. He does not. Seems reasonable. So I can go Quickling, replay Swiftclaw. That seems like the best, I think. Yeah, I think we just put up 5 power here. I think this is just better. I'm going to trade Quickling for a Welkin turn. Or actually, maybe I won't. I probably will. Divination, no problem. Not happy about it long term, but pretty happy about it short term. All right, yeah, I am going to block. Pegasus, nice pickup. So let's play Selfless Cathar here. That way I can kind of get him here. What if he has his own peel? I think I can live with that. I'm going to sack the Cathar if he blocks the Skulker. Which he doesn't. Play Pegasus. Say go. So now we've got Raise the Alarm in our pocket here. And it should be lethal if we go Raise the Alarm and crust our Skulker. Fair enough. I think he's got to leave back that Path Mage. We might still have lethal here. No blocks. He might think that I want to sack Selfless Cathar to trade, but I don't. Because Selfless Cathar with Raise the Alarm is a big deal. Even drew an Ephemeral Shields here. All right. Team. This is a lethal attack. Oh, we weren't in blocks yet? Oh, weird. All right. I screwed something up there. I think I thought that we were in blocks and we weren't. But I'll save my guy and take him down to 2. It's a good draw. Can get him potentially 4 life here. Put him back up to 6. He blocks this thing. Takes 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, yeah. So we got a game here. Back in action. If I had a way to get rid of the Skulker, that would be pretty sweet. But I think we should be pretty well stabilized out here now. So I can attack with nothing. Go ahead. I can bounce the Skulker somehow, but can I kill it? Doubt it. Gravedigger. That gets back Path Mage, probably. Oh, Welkin turn, sure. That's kind of a relief for me, actually, because we're out of gas here. I mean, we've got him up against the wall, but we don't really have a whole lot else going on. Squid you. Stupid Merc Lurker. Pretty sure he's got Dissipate as well. Obviously, I have to trade here because he's got the follow-up one coming as well. All right, this thing's going to get dissipated, but we have to try. Oh, it worked. Ooh, we drew Frostlinks too. So what does Frostlinks do here? Locks down Merc Lurker for a turn. And probably lets us attack something. Oh, he did have it. Wow, he let us have Divination. That's insane. I will tell you right now, kids, I would not do that. Divination is something that you do not get to have. I need that Mass Calcify now. Blow up our Chasm Skulker and kill him in one shot. And now we're just in a bad spot. We don't need a ton here, but we do need something. Triplicate Spirits would do it easy. That's not a Triplicate Spirits. But we do need to draw something now. Kind of a bummer. So close. Assistant. I'm a little jealous of the assistant, I won't lie. We draw Peel from Reality. That just doesn't do much here, unfortunately. 3. Yeah, it just doesn't do much. We can get our Chasm Skulker back and start grinding. Yeah, I think I am going to do that, but I'd rather get some value out of it here. So we get a turn here of not taking a hit, and we get to hopefully resolve Skulker and try to just overpower him. It won't take too long. Skulker. I think he's probably going to end up with enough just random blockers, though, that we still need to draw something. Another Peel or an Encrust. Just something. He's going to loot. God, I hope he's just looting. Unmake the Graves. Oh, goodness sakes. That's bad news. We need to draw something pretty insane, like right now. Like Divination into Spirits would be ridiculous. Because here's Path Mage ready to just kill us next turn. Yeah, we need something fast. Wow, there's Divination. That's interesting. Yeah. Boo. Yeah, we're going to die here. So close. Had him down to 2 or whatever, but the Merc Lurker really doing serious work here. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, these triplicate spirits are so good against him. It's exactly what we want. Solemn Offering. He's playing in Crust. We didn't really see much else, though. Just don't think it's really worth it. Statute could be worth it. He's got some big plays that we'd love to be able to interact with. But I think that we're better off just being proactive here and just trying to kick the crap out of him. Which we almost did. We had like, what, 3 or 4 lethal threats, and then immediately we're behind again. It's pretty brutal. All right, yep. That's a nice draw. I like this one. Pridemate's really good. Divination's fantastic. And then, really, this is the most important thing, though. Just that we have a triplicate spirits to block his Welkin turns and such. Happy to see that, too. All right, so we're just going to say go here. I'm going to raise the alarm. I like to normally spend my mana, but I want to get that triplicate spirits next turn. Also, it's just putting out 2 more power and beating him down. Scudder. Oh, wow. I think that's good for us. And getting better by the moment. Yeah, let's resolve this. Such an important card for us. We just kind of have to have it. Like, if we let him dissipate this, it's kind of a disaster for us. Assistant, Encrust, Gravedigger, Research Assist. So 2 different assistants, but they're down. Scudder probably gets in. Does not. No, this is just getting really good for us. Wow, and we got Peel as well. I love that, but I'm just going to go with Frostlinks here. Tapping down Scudfather. And yep, everybody. Trading Pridemate for Assistant is fine. It lets our Frostlinks get through later. Yeah, he's in desperation mode already. This is great. And we've got answers to most of the stuff that he could do that we really care about. We're going to Frostlinks. We're probably going to end up peeling our Frostlinks in his Scudder and maybe even just leaving it stuck in his hand. And we've got the Pillar of Light in case he comes up with that pesky Murklurker. Oh, he's got another Gravedigger? Jeez. What does he get? Welkin turn. Okay. Let's see. If I peel here, what does that do? Not a lot. I can get in for 2 with the spirits kind of no matter what. I can attack with everything and get in for 1, 2, and then 4 damage kind of either way. He might eat a soldier. He might eat a Frostlinks. I think I'm good with either of those, so let's ship. I really want to pile on and make sure that this Necrogen Scudder is minimized. All right, so I get him for 4, put him to 7, and I think I just go for Divination here, actually, to make sure we hit lands. Say go. So now he gets his Scudder back, and we know he's got the Welkin turn in hand. Rotfeaster. That's going to gain him 2 life, I think. Back to 9. All right, so what do we want to do here? I think I want to peel the Scudder. So I can go like Swift Claw, peel Scudder, and get in for both spirits. Or I could peel away a soldier, Pillar of Light the Maggot, get in for 3, put him down to 6, and make it so that he really can't cast that Scudder again. Yeah. Yeah, see, the problem here is that I'd love to, I want to leave the Swift Claw up. Like, I want to have it to attack. But I feel like peeling the Scudder and getting in for 2 puts him to 7 and means that replaying the Scudder brings him down to starting to get scary life totals. Maybe I do just get rid of a soldier here. Peel 1 soldier and a Scudder, and then just play the Swift Claw, and then I can Pillar of Light this thing. Depending on what he plays here. All right. Yeah. I think we get rid of this thing now. And I think we just attack with everything. Because this way, he has to trade Welcome turns for spirit tokens, and the Murklurker becomes less of an issue in that case. Now, I can also Devouring Light away a Welcome turn here. He's taking 4, which means that the Scudder's dead in his hand. This seems fine, actually. I still get to Research Assistant anyway. Mage. Oops. Sure. All right, so he's going to block here. We're going to get rid of it with Devouring Light. And put him down to 1. And make him come up with something pretty huge here. These are all lethal threats. So he either needs to gain a bunch of life, or he needs to be able to stabilize through this. There are cards that do it, and there's no doubt about that. But it's pretty tough to do. All right. And he could not. All right, so let's head on to the second round.
If you'd like to purchase Magic Online cards at competitive prices, check out our web store at mtgoacademy.com/store.
All right, round number 2. And I think we've got a keeper on the draw here, though it is a little action light for sure. But again, we've got 2 divinations floating around on our list, and plenty of action, so I think we're fine. Soulmender, take that, sucker. What are you going to do now? Whoa. Whoops, meant to play an island there. Shouldn't really matter, but that is what I meant to do. Rune Claw Bear. Say it ain't so. Yeah, I was going to say, I'll snap block that. Okay. Moving right along. Any big benefit to playing a Frost Lynx right here? Yeah, there is. I get to lock down the Rune Claw Bear and put up a blocker for the Servant, so this is kind of what the Lynx is supposed to do in our deck. It's just supposed to kind of keep us alive and put another creature out so we can get our triplicate spirits going and that whole deal. I think I'd rather just gain the life than attack here. Haunted Plate Mail. All right, that's fine. We've got Devouring Light. We've got Peel. Like, we can deal with that. Oop, meant to gain a life there. Still getting used to V4, I'd say, but also just missed one. So Plate Mail goes on Bear. Bear attacks. Bear gets blocked. And we peel from reality. This and this. And that's what we call a tempo hit. Need a triplicate spirits. If we can find a triplicate spirits, then we can start actually applying pressure. Right now we're doing a fine job of staying alive, and it looks like we'll be able to for the foreseeable future with Raise the Alarm and Devouring Light. But yeah, the problem is not that. The problem is that we just don't have any way to actually kill him currently. And he's going to keep making his 6/6 over and over. So yeah, it's an issue. Okay, this is a good answer as well. So let's encrust the Haunted Plate Mail. And then we can Devouring Light the Rune Claw Bear or chump it a couple times or whatever. Like, we've got some time to kind of figure out how we want to handle that situation. But once it becomes unattached from the bear, it won't be able to be activated again. And I'd rather not Devouring Light a bear, but looks like we'll probably have to. I might throw away a soldier or two to find out. Maybe just take one hit. Rabble Master, you say? All right, well, we get to eat those with Frost Lynx, at least for the time being. So let's eat one and just take one hit from the bear. And hopefully draw a Divination or a Triplicate Spirits or something good here. Patience, patience. Peel, that's good. Yeah. And now we look like super geniuses for waiting. So we bounce the bear. Yeah, we'll just bounce the bear. We'll probably just get a block out of the Frost Lynx or something. Actually, that doesn't really work. I'll have to do it with the Soul Mender. Because I need to keep blocking these goblins. If I don't, then they start adding up, and that gets really annoying. I guess I should have control clicked there. I thought it would give me an opportunity. It's awkward. So I can Devouring Light to keep our Frostlinks alive. Basically, we need to find something that can block a 1/1 repeatedly, or else we're going to get ran over. But using a Devouring Light here on this stupid token is crappy, but I think we actually have to do it. We get to keep our Frostlinks this way. And the Frostlinks, like I said, it's integral, because if we just brick a few times or just don't find the right things, and he gets one goblin ahead, then they can start actually killing us, which is really annoying, because dying sucks. Okay, sure. Boom. Swiftclaw. Soulmender. All right, so divination time. That's what we need. And now he's going to move in now that he's got that Devouring Light out of our hand and make some stupid dragon or some dumb thing. Siege Worm, sure. Well, that stinks. Both of them have haste as well because he used 1 mana from each. Now we're going to get to take out the Siege Worm, but we're in big trouble here for sure. Seeking 5. Yeah, we need action fast. Barrier? Barrier's decent. Yeah, Barrier's actually just really good. That was a great draw. The Rabble Master is still an issue, though. Yeah, this is still actually quite bad for us. Because we have to do that. We have to basically trade our board for the Rabble Master here. Take 4. And then hope to draw something. He's got 4 power up. Go. Triplicate Spirits would get us out of this. There's a few things that would. But obviously we're in a terrible position, and now we've drawn 2 lands in a row. What else can we draw? I'm sure there's a bunch of things in our deck. Two, 3, 4. Now there's very few things that can get us out of this. And even fewer. Pridemate's not one of them. All right, so he just kind of had it there. Like, I think we played okay, but he just kind of had too much stuff for us to deal with. Solemn Offering, yes. Pillar of Light, absolutely. Hydro Surge is probably actually decent. We don't want Paragon. We like these. Yes, these are all good against him. Good. Pegasus is very good. Raise is okay. Swiftclaw is kind of necessary evil territory, I think. Probably could use without the Soul Mender. We'll go first this time. That's an easy keep. We get Sungrace Pegasus into Skulker, which is great. Kind of makes him do something right away. Ooh, that's nice too. All right, we're in business. We're in business. Okay, I think I'm going to play Skulker here and just say go. That way I can leave up shields in case he's got something that can kill my Skulker. Herd Chieftain. Sure. The beatdowns. Yep, that's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good too. Let's just make a huge Chasm Skulker here and mess with him on that level. Peel from Reality is really nice here too. I wonder if I just race him. Actually, I think I'm just racing him here. Let's just attack with the Skulker. Skulker is super important. I really want to leave up shields. You know, he can have Stoke the Flames here and just kill our Chasm Skulker, and then we die. We're gonna peel him at some point here and kind of get him. Sure. Okay, hit him. Yeah, that seems fine. We're going to be peeling away the Chieftain here. Not a bad rip. This way we can leave up shields and Pillar of Light. So he's got a chump block. All right. So that went according to plan. Got a little more information out of him here. Don't really see any big changes we can make here, though. I mean, Tyrant's Machine is probably still just a little too slow against him, so here we go. Definitely a downside to moving in on Generator Servant like how he did there. The first game he kind of waited a while, but the second game he just went for it and paid a little bit. This looks fine. Not particularly exciting, but it's got some early game at least. And it's got a Pillar of Light for some big fatty down the line. I like that a lot. I like having that backup plan. Forge Devil away our guy. That sucks. But that's what Forge Devil does. Really good card. Okay. Spirits is okay. Not great against Netcaster Spider, but it's just good in general, so that's fine. Okay. Well, we know what our game plan is here. It is to make many spirits and hope that those are good enough to sort of overwhelm the board here. In the meantime, we're going to have to take some hits, and this is going to hurt. He's going to start battling with everybody pretty soon here. Yeah, here they come. All right, well, we don't really have much of a choice, though. Must block the Rabble Master. Hopefully he's got a combat trick that he wants to use, and we can get him with shields. He does. Hopefully that works. Unfortunately, all it does is leave our Pridemate alive. It doesn't actually fix the issue. So these are going to help, but not actually fix the whole issue. Taking our hits. Go ahead. Still need more. This is not good enough. Rabble Master, very good rare. Hopefully this is something that we can pillar. No, it's not. It's restock. So he gets the Spider back and Forge Devil to finish off our Pridemate. Yeah, it's depressing. No doubt about that. We've ripped an Encrust, which we will use here. Yeah, we're just getting ground to death by this Rabble Master. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? If I can block all three of them and sort of stem the bleeding, but it puts so much pressure on our draw step. But I think there's just a lot of pressure on our draw step right now. Can do this. Yeah, I think I just do that. Stinks because it leaves Peel from Reality stranded in my hand, but he can just replay the Rabble Master anyway. That's pretty good. As blockers go, not too bad. Have to trade here. Go down to 3 and just hope we have something. Something? No. All right. We got beat pretty good there. I mean, we took a game, but that was, I mean, he just kind of beat the heck out of us with that Rabble Master. It's just so tough to fight it. Even with 2 triplicate spirits, they just trade for those tokens, and those tokens just sort of add up more and more and more and more. We didn't need much, you know, a coral barrier or, you know, having our Pridemate survive or whatever can sort of keep those in check, but it really does put a big amount of pressure on you to do just that. If you don't, the thing kind of takes over. And that's what it did there. So that's going to do it for this week. If you guys want to send me an email for feedback, it's lr@lrcast.com. I can be found on Twitter, Marshall_LR. If you want to join the clan, you can just send me a message on Magic Online, and I'll get you in the Limited Resources clan. We're closing in on 4,000 members. Pretty awesome. Marshall_ is the name on there. The only rules, of course, are that you have to love Magic, and you can't be a jerk. Real easy. Last but not least, for all things Limited Resources, lrcast.com is where you want to go. Thanks, guys.